perfection. You work out your own salvation with fear and tremble, and that's what we're doing, man. You know, in a place of judgment where there's wickedness and where there's righteousness. Everybody's here on the earth. If you go back to if you're in the spirit world, you'll get a chance to come back. So that's why, I was just going on. I was going through verses, so making sure that it won't be a conversation about, because that's why I was cutting him short on all conversations. Like, no, let me read this verse. So, he got his book. He always got his Bible. So, did I put this? All right, so let's read this verse. It says 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 10. For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Christ, right? I keep always emphasizing Hamashiach when I put that word there. Right? That I know he's a very smart man. He's a very intelligent man. Even for the job he does, like at the job we work at, he's a very smart man. Like, he got a job where people is always challenging him, but he always correct. Like, that's what kills them. They were like, hey, when you get to an age, people don't want you around no more. But I told them, I said, listen, man, all your body parts work. You go to the gym, you do this, you do that. I know who don't want to. It tells you, darn it. Oh, we go up a few verses, which is very powerful. I read this yesterday, so which is psychoanalyzing. We go over the verses over and over again. You read that a couple of weeks ago. Hey, it's always that conversation. This is what I told him yesterday. See, there's a lot of things coming out yesterday that I wish I could remember, but I'm just waking up and it's early in the morning. So it goes 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse. We'll go up a couple of verses. I'll start at 4. Okay. Hold on, let's see what the Tanakh reads on this. Yeah, I'll start at 4. No, let me check it to the point. Okay, let's go. Let's start at 7. No, let's start at 6. It says 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 6. Therefore we are always confident, knowing that as we are at home in the body, we are confident, knowing that Willis, we are at home in the body, we are absent from the Lord. All right, we know. See, hold on. I'm gonna have to read all this. Hold on, 1 second. Because if we just want to be with Yahweh Shemel Shah, and that's what I was explaining to him. Let's read an NLT real fast. I want to start there at that verse, but the NLT is a little clearer. So we always confident, even though we know that as long as we live in these bodies, we are not at home with the Lord. Okay? We know that. We in these bodies, we living in these bodies, but we live in Yahweh Shemel Shah. We don't live in us. We don't live for ourselves. And I read that verse the other day. A lot of different chapters, a lot of different things coming to my mind, so bear with me. And he got it. He's like, oh, damn. And he was like really happy. He's like, man, that makes sense. So we'd rather be absent from this body and rather be with the Lord. I said, but you got work to do, bro. You got a lot of people that want to see you fold. You got a lot of people that want to see you live. They want to see you make it to the next stage, the next glory. And some people you wouldn't expect to want to see you be destroyed. They groaning in the spirit. They gnashing at their teeth because you still around. And we went over certain people that's like that. And I told them, I said, we got the same enemies. They might be trying to be buddy with you, but when they around me, they tremble. They're terrified because they're looking at you like, I could take him. He's an old man, but this one I can't take. It's gonna take a lot. I gotta sneak him. They gotta be sneaky with me. You know, that's a lot, yeah, man. For we walk. 2 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 7. For we walk by faith and not by sight. When I brought this verse out to him, he was all happy about it. Oh yeah, that's right, faith. You know, we are confident, I say, and willing rather to be absent from the body. We'd rather be out of. I know you want to go, but you can't go yet. You gotta chill out. And to be present with the Lord Yahushua. Wherefore we labor, that whether present or absent, we may be acceptable of Him, and that's we want to be acceptable of Him. On earth, we want to do this on. We want this. We want this done in the earth, because in the spirit world we already good. We ain't got to worry about nothing. We ain't gonna worry about anything that to be sinning, because you ain't gonna sin up there. You all going through a mess down here. We want Him to accept us down here. Wherefore we labor, that whether present or absent, we may be acceptable of Him, accepted of Him. And that's what I want. And I was saying that to him. You know, we want Him to accept us, man. Right here, we don't want to be under the sun doing wicked shit. You know we all fucked up. I know I'm fucked up as a person. I just feel like, and I'm always saying that, I don't deserve it, man. I'm still fucking tripping and falling all over the place, man. Satan after my ass. I just feel like I was telling her. She said, "Yo, Joe, we the Jobs of the day. Satan trying to run down on us, man. You think he don't take your bad shit you be doing or whatever you doing in the flesh? You know, he take he just, you know, like he sat down. I'm just saying things you could do. That's why we need Yahushua. He's the reason why that everything is smoothing out for us. Oh man, everything is smoothed out for us because of Yahushua. For 2 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 10. For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Hamashiach Yahushua, that everyone may receive the things done in his body. And that's what the AI overview said. Yeah, this is the phrase. This is the how he said it. He said, ouch. Which is powerful, man. So praying for past lives. Let's see what this says. It says this. I want to read some of this. It says praying for past life. This is about 2 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 10. GMS teaches that when a person is born into a rough life, suffers a deformity, or faces sudden tragedy, they are being actually judged. That makes sense, for sins committed in their previous physical body. And I told you, everything happens under the sun. The spirit world is watching everything that goes on here. Okay? The return of the spirit. They assert that the spirit returns to the earth every few generations, which makes sense, to face extract karma, rewards or punishments to earn it's earned in past errors. So we going through that, which makes sense. We going through these things, man. Hey, it's a thing called deja vu. You always remember something you did in the past, or you might remember something in the future. You might hear something. You might see something for the future. You're going through a thing on this earth. It's not a glitch. It's just things that has to be. The spirit world helps. Okay. It says judgment on earth, not in the spiritual hell. All right. Unlike mainstream Christians, denomination. I don't know what that says. Come on, man. Always doing that. Oh, it was denomination. The water. Unlike mainstream Christian domination that introspect the judgment seat of Hamashiach as an event occurring in heaven, or a separate spiritual realm. GMS firmly rejects the concept of an intimate burning hell. That makes, because why would the spirit, Father's spirit, why would Yahweh make a spirit that's his burn? Oh man, that's stupid. Your ass gonna get burnt here in the soils of America. That's what's gonna happen. Like I said, if you get caught up in here in America, you're gonna get burnt up with missiles. There's 200 million missiles that's gonna be pointing at the soil of America. That's not a lie. You can look it up. Ask how many missiles Russia got. Ask how many missiles China got. How about North Korea? You already messing with Iranians. All of prophecies, and this is based on prophecy. The Lord has sent the prophets out to prophesy. And y'all hate the prophets. That means y'all hate the prophecies. So you gotta keep that in mind.